Damn, we ran out of time. I guess it's supposed to be just like 1 hour, and we were going long. And I was just about to be on one of my rants about Caitlyn Jenner and how I feel about Caitlyn Jenner and how she does not use her power and privilege to really advocate for the trans community. A lot better. And she gets on my nerves. Okay, let me get the people, get my panel back on. Accept. Ah, the man, the woman.
You
That's. I was about to be in my bag.
better leave them trans alone, yo.
I was saying that Caitlyn does not have the best interest of the trans community, and her, she don't
Oh,
advocate like she should. I
so
feel
you
like
saying she or whatever, she is not a real trans, like she
in her
she's
heart,
grifting,
she's
grifting.
grifting and became really got down with the trans one after she murdered someone, vehicular homicide on PCH. That's
Hey.
when, hey, where's Mimi? What happened? We ran out of time. Let me see. Where's Mimi at? Yeah, I say Caitlyn Jenner. Remember when Caitlyn started the transition was right after the vehicular homicide case in Malibu, where
Oh,
at the time
really?
Bruce
Yeah.
killed someone, and then all of a sudden Caitlyn was born.
Oh,
And
I didn't know it was around the same
oh
time,
yes,
yo.
it was because I remember I used to feel bad for Bruce. Like, damn, that's fucked up. Like they treat him like shit. But then
Yeah.
now I don't anymore.
Oh shit. Wasn't he like the woman of the year?
1 year
Yes,
in, you're a woman.
he was.
That nigga
Yes.
killed all of y'all, man. That nigga did it in 1 year. Y'all
Yes.
niggas been out here.
In one
Y'all been
year.
out here all this time. Man, that nigga came in 1 year like, what's up? Fuck out
That
of
was the
here.
talk too. Everybody was talking about that.
How the fuck you woman of the year 1 year in?
Yeah. He ain't even go
We've
all the
been
way.
we've been women all our lives, and you just only took 1 year just to get that.
I told y'all was losing. Y'all losing out here, man.
They said
These
that
niggas out
Ca-
these niggas out
Cassie
here
Love
being women, yo. They killing y'all
Cassie
right now,
Love Stella says Bruce died in a crash. That's the part they're gonna put
I'm
on the
about to
blog and say
cry.
we fucked up.
Oh man. Whew. And just know we support the trans community. I'm just talking about these motherfuckers out here, man. These
This ain't about the community.
damn.
This is about one individual that ain't shit. This is about one. Bring back being able to address someone, an individual. That does not mean that's an indictment on their
Too
entire
much
community.
sensitivity. Too much sensitivity now.
Whew.
If I say
Lord
something
Jesus.
about somebody, a white
They
girl, that don't mean it's
insert
against the
themselves. They
whole
insert
white
themselves.
community.
Somebody else
Yeah.
insert
Talking about you,
themselves.
bitch. Not you, but you, the individual. Bruce and Caitlyn. I'm talking to you.
Bruce
It's
died.
true. It's true.
Where's Mimi? Oh, she's come back.
Mimi,
Okay.
hurry up. Jesus
Is there
Christ.
anything else y'all want to talk about? We ran out of time. I guess Instagram has like a limit. Anything else y'all
Yeah,
want to?
they
Mimi.
do have a limit.
Thank you, Mimi. God, Mimi. God, how'd you
Mimi,
miss?
someone said Bruce Jenner died in the car crash because that's when.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I had to say this without being. There's no good way for me to say this.
Oh, Jesus.
All that money. That's the best you can look.
Come on, like a grandma?
You
That's
got
crazy.
you
Like you
got
feel like a
access to all the
whole
doctors,
grandmother.
the
That's
best fillers,
crazy.
and he be giving Melania be giving Bruce. I mean, Melania be giving Caitlyn a little bit too. Sometimes, like sometimes they look alike. They both be like have the eyes that
Yo,
are like
They
don't do
do look
Melania
alike.
like that.
But
Don't do
Melania
Melania.
just looks younger. She looks younger than him,
Melania's
you know?
the younger Caitlyn.
Yeah.
She's like always
Mhm.
looks like, I don't believe you.
Like Bewitched.
Oh,
I still want to be bitch.
oh
Remember she be
man.
okay.
Uh,
Anything else y'all want to talk about? Any other questions? Callus, does anyone have a question for each other?
yeah, look.
I'm ask
All
Geisha,
right.
who would you like roasting the most? Like who was on your hit list who you have not
Trick
roasted yet, but
Daddy was on my hit list. Real heavy. But who do I want to roast that I haven't roast?
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's see. Nobody has really been misbehaving lately. So I haven't been really, energetic about roasting anyone unless they really do something really crazy out the way. And I really haven't been roasting anybody. I don't have anybody on my hit list right now. But I did get Shekinah Joe to come to me and say, hey, I need you to lay off of me. I can't take that. You're causing depression. We had a talk. Listen, she said, I apologize. I said, I know how to fall back, Shekinah. I'm falling back. You came to me. Listen, she was going in too. She said, you've been coming for me for years. Tiny and T.I. put a battery in your back. I said, no, I've been the Energizer Bunny. I've been kept going and going. So, we had a little discussion and I got up off of her because she really just couldn't take it.
Oh,
She was upfront and I respect that. She was like, listen, I can't take that.
yeah.
Leave me alone.
Okay.
We
So
Leave me
cannot
alone.
leave here, ladies, without talking about Miss Jackson if you're nasty.
oh yeah.
We got to talk about Janet and what's going on.
That's been the talk lately, right?
What is going on, Janet? I fucking love Janet. I'm
I can't
so
roast
hurt.
Janet. I love Janet too.
The
Pleasure
misinformation has now
What
gotten to
can
Miss
somebody
Nasty.
fill me in? Because I'm so lost on these current events.
Okay,
What
let me
Okay,
just
so
say it real quick. Just real quick in a nutshell. She was interviewed, okay? She was fact checked within the interview, but she said, I heard that
Kamala.
Kamala, is it Kamala? Or Kamala?
Comma, like a comma, la.
I know, I always mess it up. Don't think I'm a Republican, y'all. I'm not doing it on purpose. I just mess it up. So basically stating that she heard that her father is white, which he's not. He's Jamaican, right?
he's
If I'm
Jamaican.
correct. Okay. He was a professor at Stanford, actually a very touted professor at Stanford. Janet keeps saying this, like, okay, I hear her father is white. She's corrected. They move on. Her manager now comes back and does the, hey, actually, just so you guys know, because we saw the uproar. I'm paraphrasing here, but he basically stated that actually, yes, we know that her father is not white. Okay. Janet and Rand. By the way, I just found out today. Randy Jackson is the manager of Janet
Mm-hmm.
Jackson. I didn't know that.
I
Uh
Um,
found
oh.
that out too.
they fired their publicist who tried to save her and save face within the public eye. Now, come to find out, fucking Randy Jackson is a supporter of RFK, took pictures with him, and a Trump supporter as well. I'm gonna say allegedly, because I didn't see the pictures, but this is what I was reading. Okay, so apparently that's where she's getting her motherfucking information from. I'm not saying that Janet got to be sitting on the motherfucking like watching like news all day. But even when she's corrected with the correct information, I'm just so surprised, appalled that she would just double down, fire this nigga, and then double down more. Like literally, the firing is the double down
Somebody
of the
Some of
situation.
these artists just need to sing and do their music and just don't talk to the public. I
Oh,
just really believe because they kill our dream. Like it's an image that we have about these people.
I
She's
know.
so energetic. She's so beautiful. She can move. She could dance. And then when these people talk, you be like, oh, why did you do that? You just killed everything. And then you never know these people are so naive and they're so full of crap until they open their mouth. Janet actually blatantly said that Kamala Harris father was white, and like he said, people corrected her, and she still was sticking to what she said,
Basically
like the
saying
father is
that
white,
she ain't black. Like that's the
and it's just
basically
crazy.
just basically stating she's not black. I heard her mom's Indian and her dad is white. So just basically
Off of
using the
hearsay. You're
same
going off of
lines
hearsay.
that's being
Yeah,
fed in the right wing media sphere.
absolutely.
So the word on the street is, I'm trying to look up if it's true or not. They're saying that she prosecuted her brother, Michael Jackson, and there's some kind of connection that she was definitely in law enforcement at the time. They're saying that in 2003 and 4, she was actively working with Santa Barbara
I saw that.
police on the case.
I
I'm
saw
not,
that.
so that could be why maybe she knows what she's doing. Maybe she's throwing a jab, you
She
think?
just
But if
don't
you're a
like her.
prosecutor, If you're a prosecutor, your job is to take the. You can't say, "Oh, I'm a fan of that
But
person. I can't take."
remember that was Trump team that orchestrated that commercial, that video clip that's going viral right now. They start off with Kamala Harris talking about the case with Michael Jackson. Then they show Michael Jackson going through the courts, and it's Trump voice at the end saying, "I love." Michael Jackson, he's always played with my kids. He's not a predator. He's been to my house. He played with my children all the time. So they're basically spinning a narrative, basically. So that's what she's going off of. She's going off of the commercial that was actually made and was going viral lately.
So how do we feel about Janet? Is that forgivable? Mimi, what you think? She basically saying that Kamala Harris, so she's like, whenever someone questions Kamala's ethnicity, it irritates some black people, especially black men. She ain't even black. She the cops. She the feds. And that's been a point that people make. I don't care what color she is. I just like her. I like her better than Trump. I can't do that chaos another 4 years. I cannot.
Listen,
Mm.
we've got to, at this point, we've got less than 2 months, and we've got to make a decision. All of this, I don't really, who's white, who's black, who is going to help this country the most,
Yeah.
period. Who is going to look out for the people collectively the most,
Because
is we need to,
even the debates have been like roasting sessions. They haven't really
that
been really
part.
touching on what type of change you're going to make.
We haven't had
It's
a
like
real
basically you're
debate in
talking
12
about all the
years.
rumor
We
stuff.
have
We
You're
haven't
not.
had a real debate in 12 years, let's be honest. Okay, so it's, it's been since the Romney Obama his going into a second term was really the substantive last debate that we've ever had in the politics. Ever since then, it's been culture
Yeah,
wars. All we're doing is
because
fighting culture
the
wars.
only people we had that spoke well on those podiums during debates and during the elections is Michelle Obama and Barack. They were the last well-spoken people we had.
Well,
What we
what
gonna
do
do,
you think,
y'all?
Claudia?
About our debates?
Oh, no,
Yeah,
about
when it
Janet.
came to
Okay,
debates and touching
don't
on
don't
topics that needed to
wor-
be.
don't worry about your relationships either. Just go ahead and tell us
Wait, about Janet about Janet?
about Janet. About Janet. I
Yeah,
just
I
want
don't.
to
I
hear your
think
thoughts.
Janet plays naive, but I don't think she's naive. I think she knows exactly what she's saying and doing. Like, I think people were like giving her like, "Oh, she doesn't really watch the news." Bullshit,
Absolutely.
she
bullshit.
doesn't really
You
watch
you
the
you
news.
can't not watch. Like, first of all, you don't have to learn from the news that Kamala Harris has a Jamaican father.
Yeah.
So I think that was a jab. I think she was feeling a way about,
It was a jab.
it was.
Yeah,
I think it was.
it was a
And
jab.
she knew, and for a minute, it almost really took off and got some legs to it. And it kind of, there's so much other shit fuckery going on that it's kind of taking a back seat. But for a minute, it was starting to get a little traction, and it was going to do some damage. Because who do we go with? We've been loyal to the Jackson family, the black people,
Yeah,
for decades. Like that's a tough. Ooh, Team Janet or Team Kamala? They almost got a little play with that one.
yeah.
You think so?
I
Soon as I
thought. Well, I started
heard it,
to
I
see it
was
Yeah,
bubble
like,
up a little bit.
It
it picked up a little
picked up a
traction.
little bit.
It
okay,
did.
Yes,
because I didn't go
because
for it. As
Janet
soon as
doesn't
I heard
talk
it.
about politics. Janet doesn't veer into politics. This is why
Right.
this is a story. This wouldn't
Right.
be a story if Janet was always vocal. She's veering into politics. She's never done this in her
Right.
long,
That's why
illustrious
I didn't go
career.
for it.
Yeah,
Almost like
so
Amber Rose. Just listening to Amber talk about it, I'm not going for it.
I don't get, and Amber, I've always liked her when I've seen her out, but I don't get how you're the advocate for women's rights and like body autonomy, and you want people to be able to, be sexually free and liberated, and you're the person that is the person you want to support is someone who's been proven guilty of adjudicated rape,
Right.
okay, owes this woman
Be-
90 some thousand
Because
dollars,
she got a bag.
bad.
You
9 million.
said it. She got a
Yeah,
bag. They paid her.
I
I went
Period.
to
That's
understand.
her
why.
I
slut walk in
agree
L.A.
with that.
I'm appalled because I went to a slut walk in
You went
L.A.
to the
And
club
that's
I
what
did.
where you dress like a
I
Yeah,
slut.
don't
me and
get.
my
What's up
boys.
with this
We
movement?
went.
Like, I don't get that one either.
Absolutely, we did.
I don't get that movement. Could you explain to me what
Please
is the
explain,
slut walk?
because I didn't understand
The
it either.
slut
Please
walk.
explain
The
for us.
I hate the name slut
slut
walk. I
walk
thought
was
it was. No, it
amazing.
Yeah,
wasn't.
Okay.
you're a man. You're
Tell
a
me,
man. Of course it's
what was it
amazing.
about?
You are
No.
a man.
First of all, I am here for women's
Oh,
freedom
oh
of
my God.
speech, freedom of expression. Okay. The slut walk was about women coming together and really
Having the
telling.
freedom to be a slut. That's it.
It was bigger than being a slut. It was about, hey,
The
we're going to
title is
use this
slut.
provocative term slut, but really this is about all of us getting together and saying, you will not shame us anymore. Male patriarchy, you will not shame us with the word
Whenever you
slut.
write a book and you
Huh?
put a title, whenever you write a book and
Mm-hmm.
you put a
A
title,
lot of
the
hoes
title
there too.
the title is the description of what you're going to say next. So when you put the phrase slut walk, you're representing being a slut freely. No matter how you try to dress it up, no matter how you try to do the switcheroo, she's promoting, hey, let me be a slut
Geisha,
freely.
It's
is
okay to
being
be
a
a
slut
slut.
negative? Is being a slut a negative
Yes.
Yes.
thing?
Yes.
Yes, it
Do
is.
you know what the
What
word
in a
slut means?
democracy?
First of
Do you know what the word
all,
slut
Talus is
means?
fucking with both of y'all right now. I
I
know
am
this.
not. I
Yes,
am
you are.
appalled
No,
No,
right
you're
now.
not.
Like,
he's being a man.
first of all,
Being a man.
a woman has a right to express
Knock it
herself.
off, sir.
Sir,
Knock it off.
Okay,
where's your
I want to
wife? Bring
say
your
it,
wife
pretty
on
P's
here.
in the chat.
I
Hey,
am.
P.
I can't believe what I thought. I was on a show where women were free to express themselves in a spectrum of ways. In
Oh,
a spectrum,
not a
a
spectrum.
Okay.
kaleidoscope.
But we have to go back to what we initially talked about when we started this live. We were talking about the old-fashioned ways, being romance, wine and dine. So you with a group of women that are not going to support a
Being a
slut
slut
walk.
or talking
A
about being a slut
slut
or anything
bucket.
that has to do with a slut. None of us on this chat
I
right
can't
here is going
believe
to
you
agree
guys.
with that.
I can't believe that you wouldn't support
I
just
wouldn't.
because you don't agree
I wouldn't
with
either.
the way that these women choose what lifestyle that they enjoy. By the way, no one
That's on
forced them to
them.
be a slut.
But she's against abortion. But you're all about being a
Come
slut.
on.
Make it make fucking
Now,
Cushion. She's like, hey, you're a slut, and by the way, you're gonna have that baby too.
no.
So
what?
she what?
If you're a slut,
Amber
you
is
need abortion more than
very
anyone.
No.
huh?
If you're a slut, you need access to abortion more than anyone.
Amber is
No.
saying in her own way, indirectly, hey, you can be a slut, but you do have to have
The
responsibility at the end of the
delusion
day.
is real in this corner. The
So
delusion.
you can be a slut, but you gotta have the slut baby. You should have a
You're
slut
gonna
baby.
have to have that slut
But
A
baby.
listen,
slut
That's all
this is
Amber's
the
baby is
saying.
thing.
wild.
Most men that sleep with sluts have in-house and they don't want that slut to have that
That's
baby.
true. Speak on it.
All three of you know what kind of woman us men want, even in our
A
relationships.
slut.
Thank you.
But you
You want a
Because
slut
it's a
Oh,
true
baby
saying.
though.
A lady in the streets
I
and a
want to hear.
slut
I
in
want
the
to hear
In the
in
y'all.
the
you
I
want
want to hear
sheets.
y'all
that
answer
part.
A
this.
lady
Do
in
you
the
want a slut
streets and a
baby
slut
though,
in the
Talus?
sheets.
A
So I get it.
slut baby is a repercussion of behaviors.
So
Now we're debating whether those are
would
good
you
or bad
accept a slut?
behaviors.
Would you accept a slut baby?
Would I accept one?
Yeah.
Being in a relationship, would you accept a slut baby?
I would have to because I did the do,
Oh
so to speak.
God.
I
He's
would have
lied.
to. I would have to take and that's all Amber is saying. Take responsibility for your body. Okay, it's my body, and whatever happens to it,
Mm.
I have to deal. Amber,
Mm.
Amber, I stand with you. Amber, that
Oh,
$20
now he
million you made,
stands with her.
shout out. I stand
Well,
with
you're
you.
the only one
She
that
looked
stands
so good
with
at that.
her.
You got to be honest. She looked good up there at that Republican convention. Everybody looking super sloppy up there.
She looks
Everybody looking
great.
sloppy. She looked great.
Listen, she's never had a problem being attractive. She's a pretty
No,
girl.
she's super
But
attractive.
I just
Super.
don't get this. I think she's betrayed her. I think it's a betrayal to the messaging and to the people that joined her on that slut walk for that, trying to make it work like, okay, I think this is about women's empowerment, but let me just go support anyways. Although I hated the name and I don't know, it could have been done
There
better.
are bigger issues to come together as a unit for than that. I'm sorry.
Geisha, let me ask you a question, Geisha.
Yes.
In your friend group, as you came up the ranks throughout the years, you didn't have that one slutty friend
Of
that
course.
Oh,
That
you
will
loved her.
did.
backdoor you. That will
You
backdoor
loved
you. That will
her.
step
Like
on
that
your
was your
toes.
girl.
Listen, will violate you. I call them associates because you can't be my friend after that. But
No,
I've experienced that. Trust me. And right now, that's the reason why we're not friends. I can't trust you.
to
You're
me,
not
it's just like having like a
trustworthy.
friend that smokes cigarettes a lot, too much for your taste. You know what I'm saying? It's the
Yeah.
same. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want her around in your house because you don't want her stinking up the house with the cigarette. But if she's still your girl, it's like that's
Yeah, but I
when.
don't want her sleeping with my dude. Like, what are you
Oh,
saying? You know,
so that's what it
a
is.
slut has no boundaries. Like,
Oh,
no,
so y'all, shit, sluts have morals.
they don't have boundaries though. You can't be a slut with boundaries. That
Thank
don't
That's
you.
a bad
match.
slut. That's a bad
No,
slut. I will give you that. I don't think
morals and
all sluts are
boundaries
the
are two
same.
different things. Two different things, morals and boundaries, sir.
Murderers in the mafia have
I
morals. They
can't.
have codes. They have
Come
codes.
on, morals. We're
You
talking
have
about
gone
Okay.
boundaries.
They
all the
have
way
codes. They have
left.
codes in the mafia. Like, hey, I'm not gonna kill you in front of your family, or blah 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 blah. You know,
We're not talking
sluts,
about the mafia. We're talking about sluts. Two
Sluts.
different things.
Okay.
Sluts.
Any
Two
slut,
different things.
sluts.
okay, they want us to move
Salacious
on. Anything
slut.
they've
Sorry,
had enough of the slut
guys.
talk.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Anybody else got a question?
Talus, do you have a question? Geisha, do you have a question? Mimi, do you have a question of each other?
I do.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
Geisha.
Yes.
Who was somebody that you bombed on that you regretted the next day?
That I bombed on, that I roasted, and
You
I
roasted
regretted.
and like you regretted it either immediately or eventually, like, or is it always like business? Like, fuck that, I did it.
No, 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 no. When I roast Jess hilarious because I thought because that's her lane, I thought she would be a competitor, and because that's how she blew up.
You hurt her
I
feelings.
roasted her. I felt bad in the end roasting
Yeah.
her because she didn't take it that way. You know, she's a young woman. I'm older. She probably looked at it like, hey, you know, it's like my mom coming for me. She tried me. And you never know, these people be really liking you from the outskirts. And when you come for them, it makes them feel bad. Suki, I roast her too, but she was kind of hurt too because she was a follower.
Come on, that's your
And she
South
unfollowed.
Florida. That's
So
your
it's a
Dade.
couple of people that I did it to that I didn't know I would affect them in a certain way.
Okay,
So yeah.
all right. Yeah,
It's
Suki, that's Dade County now. Come on now,
yeah, I'm
that's Dade.
Dade County all day,
Come
but
on
I
now.
have a heart.
Come
I
on
do
now.
have a heart
Come
now.
on
I have a heart.
now. Okay. No, I just
Mimi,
wanted to see. I'm see, Gates. I fucks with you though. That's real. I
Yeah,
like
that's
that honesty
real.
right
Had
there.
someone
that
said,
Mimi.
said,
has me and Arian ever had relations? Absolutely not.
oh
Never.
yeah, they thought you messed with her, didn't they?
Who?
Never, ever.
Who did
My
they think you?
Arian,
the girl, we used to be friends,
Love and
Arian
Hip Hop.
Davis.
Oh,
We've
okay, okay,
never,
okay.
ever, ever had relations. No.
Geisha,
That's
someone
never
said,
ending.
they said, where have you been, Geisha? Did you just, she dismantled her page and never seen her again?
Okay,
No,
so
she's still up there.
I do have my page. It's just that Tia Camp, Rick Ross baby mama, they uh reported my lives, so I can't go live over there. So I'm on my backup page.
What'd you do to her? What happened? What do you
so
say about her?
so I roasted her. You know, she goes on this baby daddy rant. You know,
Yeah.
and child support is over with. Like after child support, baby mamas after child support just irk my nerves. Like once your child is grown and an adult, and you're doing this rant thing online, like they're still an adolescent, I have a problem with it. So I put my 2 cents on it, and I just feel like you a real clout chaser at this point. Like, okay, you went in on him. That was you all business, how you went at it about him not stepping up for certain reasons. But
Yeah.
now the child is older in college, and you still using him as like a wave, you know, using a
Mhm.
surfboard to ride his wave. And I put my 2 cents in, and she went in. Like she went in, so I went in. So it's like several videos of us going in. And you know how Dade County we get grimy, we go to telling business, we'll lie, make up business, and that's just what it is. But yeah, that's why my page is shut down right now.
I forgot about that. I forgot
Damn.
about that.
Um, effect underscore entertainment, Claudia. Do I contact your manager or agent to send you a script? Send me a DM and then I'll send you to the proper people. And Mimi, someone asked about you. They wanted to know how do you feel about your ex? Oh, Miss Shantae Commodity One said, Mimi, what do you think of your ex dating Ming Lee?
Why? What? Who cares? Why would
Yep. I
Why would I
told
care
her.
about
There you
that?
go.
She's my ex. I don't give a fuck if she dates Ming Lee, Jackie Chan, or whoever the fuck else. I don't care.
That's
Why would I care
old
Not
about
Jack.
that?
news.
Not
Fuck.
Jackie. Okay.
That
Why
lady can
Jackie
date
get kept
whoever she want to
astray?
date.
Mimi,
Old
you
news.
hell, Mimi, you hell. I love it.
Fun
Damn.
fact: when I first met Mimi's ex, I was my spirit, my spider sense was going off like no, no.
You
Remember
picked
Mimi?
up. You picked up on that.
The say, Mimi, tell her
Picked up on it immediately.
Wow.
immediately. I'm very sensitive to my
Immediately.
friends. I can't do the same for myself, but for my friends, I'm in tune with them. I care about them. I love them. The first day, I was like, nope, nah, Mimi, no, no. Two
She did.
times she didn't listen to me.
So
I did.
Mimi, you're the type of person that gives people the benefit of the doubt
Yes.
first. You see it.
Yes.
See, because I believe this is what I sense from you. You see what you saw, what she saw, but you gave her the benefit of the doubt.
I
You overlook
I
things.
really did. And I was in a, vulnerable state, and was so overdue. I had been through Stevie, Nico, and I was just like,
Ugh.
you know what? Ugh. And then, she was fun.
Yeah.
She was fun. In the beginning, that shit was fun. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like what I don't care. But like what
Do you really think that it's the impression that people give you in the beginning when you first make that connection with them? Like everybody puts on this face when they meet somebody, trying to impress. It's the impress stage.
yeah,
And then later down the line, they reveal themselves. And somehow we be in denial that they're not really showing us the real them. We're
yeah.
hoping to see that same person we met and connected with, but we're not going to get that person anymore because they're actually giving you who they really are.
Yeah, it's the representative that shows up at first.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. How do
Uh,
y'all cut through that representative battle as women? Like, how do y'all cut through that?
Well, we
Because
don't
we
you're
have to
don't.
right.
cut through it. Their real self will show up
It will
in
show
time.
up.
We
Yeah.
don't have to
How
cut through
long
it.
does
The
it
real person is
take?
going to show up.
How
It's
It
long does
according
it
to
take?
depends on the
the
person.
person. Mm-hmm.
That part. It depends on how good they are with their shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's
LA
How
true.
deep
Lord
they are.
says 3 says Geisha, can you please roast Michelle Brown?
Mm.
Michelle Brown. What did Michelle Brown
I
do?
was gonna
Are you
say
guys
that.
aware of what Michelle Brown did?
Nah.
I don't
She
even know who Michelle
I
Brown
don't
is.
either,
Who's Michelle?
but I mean,
exactly.
I want,
Exactly.
I want
Damn.
you guys
Exactly.
to tell me.
That's their cousin. They're like, yo, y'all know my
Exactly.
cousin.
Oh yeah,
Um
promotion.
oh my god, Miami. No, I can't ask Mimi that.
Yes, you can.
What?
Do you think Stevie got his booty tore up by Diddy? I said I
Yo, dog, yo. What
I
the
said
fuck?
I was gonna ask you. I didn't want to ask you, Mimi. You made me do it.
Next
Okay.
question. That's ridiculous.
Okay, thank you.
Yo,
I'm not even
yo.
I
going
am
to.
dead.
What kind of
I said
flagrant
I
shit
can't
is
ask you.
that?
You
You're
made
right,
me
and
do
I
it.
and I say go ahead and ask it. That's my fault.
I'm sorry, baby.
It's a
My
real
I'm sorry.
question, huh?
These, these,
No need to apologize. I'm not answering that shit.
That's
these are the questions.
crazy. What y'all think
These are
she
the
was gonna
questions.
say, yo?
These are the questions people want to know.
I'm not answering that shit.
That,
Yes.
that's the kind of podcast we
And
want,
they
though.
want to hear it from Mimi. They don't want to hear it from no one else.
Nope.
It want to hear it straight from me. I don't fucking know. I've never been
Jesus.
in that type of situation with him in a room with. I don't fucking know. Y'all ask them two. That's what you need
Oh
to
my,
ask.
Yeah, I
oh
don't
my
think so. I
God.
really don't think. I
I
don't
don't
think Stevie got tore
think.
up.
Come on, man. That man worked for him. No, no.
Claudia, that sounds crazy, yo. That sounds
Listen,
crazy.
I'm just the messenger. Do
I don't
not.
think Stevie got tore up. You
Okay.
so yeah, yo, you
It
shady as
sure
fuck,
was
dog.
a whole lot of baby oil. I ain't gonna lie. Too much baby.
Claudia, yo, no, I know you, Claudia. Fuck that shit.
You
I
know
see what you're
me.
doing.
I'll be
I
saying
see
stuff
what you're
without
doing.
saying stuff. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
look at you.
That's not what I was doing
Fucking
just now, though.
okay. All
That is
right.
my brother-in-law.
Just a wild statement to say. Yeah.
But
Okay,
Stevie
me.
just look like he like women though. He just look like it.
Like you're
A lot
supporting him
of
and not supporting him at the same time. It's like, yeah.
He love
Um,
he.
He loves women.
Yes,
just
he
like it.
loves us. He hates us. You can't live with us. You can't live without us. How about that?
there
How about
There
that?
you go. There you go. That's a good answer. That's a
Yeah,
good answer.
he's a lover boy. He's a Casanova.
Oh, he definitely is that. Oh,
Yeah,
he's a charmer. That's
Oh,
what got me.
definitely
It's like a
charming.
charming.
So is
He's
he
funny.
one of the ones that did the impress and then eventually long term, like long down the line, start showing his real face?
Absolutely. But I don't even think it was so much an impress. He's just very charming.
He's
And then when you
charismatic.
Okay.
very, 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 and then when you get to know him, you like, oh shit, this shit. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
mm,
I don't even think it's a
mm.
face that he puts on. It's just like when you get to know him, he starts that bag opens up and
It's over.
starts
Yeah.
unpacking shit. You like,
Where this person came from?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's that,
But just
it's
Yeah.
that.
so
I don't
people
think
know, Mimi met him like 28 years ago. Like
thirty.
Long
they
time
go
ago.
way
So
back. It
for a
wasn't like a
very long
groupie thing.
time.
Like there's
So
Yeah.
many,
he's
many
basically
decades.
like family.
Yeah,
What? We got a 14-year
Yeah.
old.
Mm,
and
mm,
I met him when we were in our 20s.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
It's a
am
long
'and
52.
they've
time.
I've known this
been through
man
all the phases where he was up and she was down, and then she was up and he didn't have a car and she was holding him down, and then he was up. Like so,
everything.
that's a long term thing.
yeah, that's
They
Yes, it
different.
intertwine
is.
for me.
That is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've been through everything.
They keep saying
Yeah.
so. The shoes at the parties too. Listen, we already covered this. There's the commercial, everybody comes parties, then there's the freak offs. That's what you get booked for. None of us on this panel have been to those parties.
Ever.
Never.
Okay?
Do I
I was gonna say something
think he
crazy.
was a different person with Jocelyn? No, because look at their relationship.
Yeah.
He is who he is. He
No,
can't
no,
be a
no.
different
When he
person.
got with Faith, did you sit back and say, "Child, I know this ain't gonna last"? Did you do that? You look like you did that. You look like you did a lean and say, "Child."
I was shocked. I said, "You married him? You
Yeah.
you married him. She married him."
And you
That's
knew that
But
wasn't gonna.
whatever they had, they had. They clearly had a friendship
yeah.
from way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? When they were doing music together and they knew each other for many, many years, and whatever that bond was
Just
carried them into
music,
whatever
music was the bond, and they thought it was something more. Music was the bond. That was the mutual connection, and that was the only connection.
brought them into whatever happened here in the present. And hey,
It was
they were
music.
married. They were married for
It was
5 years.
music and history.
And
Music and history.
history, yeah.
Mm,
That's
But
it.
So
she be
yeah.
getting him together online. Ooh, she
Listen,
was getting, we used to report on him.
I didn't know that sister talk like that. You hear me?
She,
Faith,
I
I
did
like,
not
I
know.
Faith
like
is a
it.
real
Oh
one.
yeah, Faith
She's
She a
been
hilarious.
real one.
ghetto now.
Yeah, she
Faith.
She
is. I did not know
is
it.
a real one. When I tell you, I used to be like, "That's my baby mama. Faith was my baby mama."
Yeah.
Like I fucked with Faith the long way.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Listen,
Yeah,
She had that
yeah,
smoke. She for him.
yeah.
Yeah.
fucks with
She
Faith.
They
did not
said
Yeah.
Diddy
play.
and Stevie are both Scorpios. Oh, that's a lot of energy right there. Okay.
Yeah, they are. He's no, yeah, they're both Scorpios.
What's everybody's sign here? I know
I'm
you're
a Libra,
Capricorn,
October
me. Oh,
16th.
your brother's
Come
Woo!
on,
coming.
Libra.
I love Libra.
You a Libra too?
Good.
Libra
Oh, it's
energy.
coming up.
Hey.
No,
Oh, coming up. You coming up.
she's a
I'm a
Oh,
Capricorn.
you're
Capricorn.
I,
Yep,
I'm
Capricorn. Oh,
January
y'all
1st.
love money. Capricorns love money.
yeah,
Love a
Talus.
lot of
I'm
money.
Pisces. I'm Pisces
Oh,
in
that's
here.
my dad. Y'all love a lot of
Okay.
women.
That fish.
Y'all like to be in fully committed
Told
relationships.
you.
You guys love to be husbands,
I,
but y'all like to be
look, when
free.
I'm a husband. I'm a husband. But yeah, I had a good life. I mean, I went to slut walks. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
an
I get it.
Aries, so Geisha, me and you
That's
are
my
opposites.
daughter. Aries are
I
good
get along. I
people.
have a lot of Libras around me like that. We're opposites, but I really get along with Libras. T.S.
Yeah.
Madison's a Libra as well. A lot of
Yes.
my friends are Libras. Genuine's a Libra. A lot of my friends are
we got to
Libras.
get T.S.
KJ.
Madison on here next time. I just thought
I
about it. We
love
gotta get
TS.
T.S.
Yeah, I love her
We
Yes,
too.
got
she's got a good spirit.
Super
That's a
cool.
Miami
Really?
girl too now.
Miami.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
gotta hear what T.S. got to say about some of this shit.
Anybody else? Oh, we get a lot of Aries in the
A lot
comments. Okay.
of Aries in the comments.
Damn. Now Aries men are crazy out there. I don't know if I'll do that ever again.
They crazy.
Nah, it's just that sometimes they get in that mood where they just don't want to be bothered.
Ugh.
They just have
The
that.
love bombing was crazy on both the Aries men that I dated
Oh,
too. I
Yeah, the
married
men are
one.
different from the women though.
Oh yeah,
Oh
women
yeah,
are silent.
So when
We
it's good,
silent.
it's good. When it's good,
Okay,
it's
before
great.
we go,
yeah.
does anyone have anything to say to each other?
Well,
Anything
I
else?
want to say it was nice for you to invite me on this panel. I feel really, really it's been a pleasure meeting Mimi. It's been a pleasure meeting what is your name? I'm sorry.
Talus,
I gotta remember your name.
Tal.
Dallas?
Talus,
Huh?
Talus.
Talus.
Like,
It
yeah.
was nice meeting you, Talus. I enjoyed the questions you
Absolutely,
gave me. I mean, the connection was so bomb. I think
absolutely.
it flowed very well on this panel. And
Yes,
I
yes,
just can't
yes.
wait to do this again with you guys sometime
Yeah,
soon. So it was nice.
I
Ah,
Definitely.
agree. It was
man.
fun.
I, you know, I'm in Florida. You know, I love them Florida girls, man. I love that energy, man. So,
Big
Oh,
energy.
uh,
one last thing they're asking about the Kim Porter book. I think that the family has come out and I'll be sure saying that it was written by a white man that's trying to take advantage and make money. There may be some
Not
things there
real.
that just happen to be true, but I think that it was a money grab,
Yeah.
right? Is that what we
is
found?
it? So it's
Yes,
not.
that is
So it's
not. Kim did
really.
not do that. Kim did not do that book. She did
You know,
not.
I forgot you said that in the group chat.
Yeah.
So how's
There were
that? So how that happen? Where you can just put you get that out and publish it on Amazon, and then just
Are they
tech-
claiming that came from a diary or something? What are they
they're
claiming that?
claiming it came from her memoirs, that she actually wrote this,
Oh,
and someone found it allegedly, and they put, no,
oh,
she did
somebody
not.
getting sued then. Somebody getting
This,
sued.
somebody is trying to cover up something to make something look good. It just looked maybe
mm,
orchestrated probably when they wrote that book. Because if she would have wrote a book, I'm pretty sure it would have been probably saying some things that would be actually putting people out there, like personal
Hmm.
stuff. It
Hmm.
wouldn't be all that nice stuff in that memoir like
so
that.
the gossip word on the street, and of course this is all I have to say allegedly to protect ourselves, right? Is that that was the main reason why her life wasn't like ended so early that she was working on a tell-all. That is what the
That's
gossip is. I don't know if
what I
that's
heard
true.
too.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that too. Did you hear
And
that,
that there
Mimi?
are some transcripts somewhere, but that wasn't
I
it. But then someone in the
heard
comments
that
said
rumor
that
as well.
someone in the comments said that a lot of it was true, but she didn't write that.
There was stuff in there that did happen, but all of it was a whole bunch of shit in there that's just made the fuck up. So
Wow.
that like people can know bits and pieces, like a bit of this and a bit of that, and they just added a whole bunch of extra other bullshit into the thing and put it out there. It's
So
crazy.
let me ask
It's
this,
crazy.
because this is the one that was going crazy on TikTok. So the Diddy and Al B. Sure sitting in the living room on the couch making out. That's
Wait, what?
I've never heard that ever in
yeah.
life.
That's
I
that's
can't
one of the
even speak
excerpts.
on that. I've never.
He
Sounds
would have mentioned that.
that sounds ridiculous.
That they were
I've
Yeah,
making
that
never
out?
heard that.
that was one of the excerpts. And let me just say allegedly on here, but I didn't write this book, so
I
don't
don't
come for me,
believe
y'all.
that.
But
I
yeah,
doubt
that was
that.
one that was on TikTok. As far as it's running on TikTok. It's all kinds of
Yeah, I think
excerpts
somebody
on it.
using it as a storyline because I don't believe that. Because
Mm.
how does someone go from being intimate with somebody that didn't want them around their own child? Like you can't even come around. And then had this man attacked. I mean, well, not attacked. Yeah, had him attacked. There was a story that he had him attacked. And then also this man fell ill thinking that this man somehow poisoned him some type of way. I
Mm.
really doubt that they had any type of intimacy.
Do you think
I
that
doubt.
Mm.
Diddy was responsible allegedly for Albie getting sick?
Well, that's what Albie alleged.
We
He
got to get
felt
him
that
on
way.
here. We got to get
Okay.
LB on here.
I think that there's something to that. My opinion.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
You
let
know.
me just be an asshole real quick. So you would, if you didn't want him to talk about things that may have happened allegedly between the two of them, you would try to hurt him in some kind of way, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
But
look,
Diddy
we
is the type of
speculating,
person that
obviously.
exposes people. So
Hmm.
if Al B was going to tell something about intimacy, I don't think it would bother Diddy. Diddy likes to toy with people like he's going to expose them. He applies pressure like on Justin Bieber when we watch these little videos. And why haven't you called me? Oh, you done got brand new. You done became a celebrity. You know, the way he tries to antagonize people, I don't think he's the one that feels intimidated when someone is going to expose his lifestyle. I believe it's the other way around.
You know who I feel
Mm,
bad in all this for?
mm.
Justin Bieber. I think Justin Bieber was violated left and right.
He,
Yes, I
he
really
got
do.
saved.
He seems so
Remember when he got
nervous.
saved?
Hmm.
Like he
Yeah.
got very deep into church.
You know who I feel bad for?
Yeah.
His kids, his,
Yeah.
his daughters. I feel
Hmm.
bad for his daughters. These are
Yeah.
teenage girls that are still in high school having to
Yeah.
deal with all of this and all of this, the memes and the this and the that. And I feel bad for his kids.
Yeah.
No, tell them to follow at Geisha 305, not Katie Slice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they need to follow the regular page.
Okay. So
Yeah.
follow
Nah,
the other
Mimi, you're
page.
Yeah,
right.
the
You're
main
right,
page.
Mimi.
Yeah.
Like I hate they don't have anybody protecting them. You know, that's why I hate that Kim is not around. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't have a protector,
Right.
Yeah.
you know?
The only one is Chance, his oldest daughter,
Hmm.
and no, but it's hard for her as well. She just started school, college,
Yeah.
and like this is crazy. All of this happened, and he has two girls in high school and a daughter in college, and nobody really thinks about these girls with all of this conversation going. It's hard enough they got to deal with what's going on with their dad, no matter what he's
Right.
Yeah,
done.
Right.
the children being affected by it.
It's
That's the
bananas.
sad part.
And
It's
the
bananas.
kids be on social media. They
And
have see
then
that
have
stuff
to
all day.
hear these rumors about their mother is like really.
It's
I heard that one
crazy.
of the daughters asked, "Did you take our mom out?" That was a question she asked. By listening to social media, kids are at their age, they have social platforms.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
running across that rumor, probably made them question because remember they said Kim was perfectly fine. Then all of
Hmm.
a sudden, out of the blue, she just come up with this pneumonia allegedly.
Mm.
So
So
yeah,
crazy. If you guys watch the psychic Sloan Bella, she does a whole reading on Kim's spirit, and she predicted all of this stuff. Very accurate, down to the Cassie lawsuit, the date, November, whatever, 15th, whatever it was.
this
Like
Hmm.
was
Sloan
before
Bella.
Kim passed.
Yeah.
No, no, after she
It's
passed,
Oh,
after yeah,
she did a
Claude, I think
reading.
you said that to me too.
Yeah, she did a reading on Kim's energy. She said Kim's spirit spoke to her and was telling her all these things and was telling her about the lawsuit before the Cassie lawsuit came out, and she had the dates and everything.
Wow.
really?
Sloan is yes, Supreme Third Eye says Sloan is a phenomenal real medium. Now she's done readings for other celebrities that have passed and just go to her YouTube channel.
Did
Just
you
watch
ever
a few of her videos.
let her read you,
I want
Claudia?
I reach out to her because I want to talk to her about this project I'm doing, but I haven't been able to get a hold of her. But I think she's really
Anybody
one of the gifted ones that
on
do.
the panel had her to read them?
Look,
Mm.
Claudia sent me the video. I
No.
remember she sent it. I'm not even really into it, and I was amazed. Like I was like, oh
I,
shit. Like
Wow.
I would love to have a
Me
reading, to
too.
be honest. I
Me
yeah.
too.
would
I
love
love
it.
that song.
Cause I would ask about my mom, long lost sister. My mom, the last time she saw her sister, she was 16, and this was her older sister, and her sister is like maybe 7 years older than her, and she hasn't seen her. Like she disappeared off the face of the earth. So I
Wow.
would really ask her about her.
Oh wow.
Mm.
Wow. And
Mhm.
still, even to this day, no,
People
what?
did research, look for her.
Oh my
Even if she
God.
was deceased, we didn't see any deceased papers, like death certificate, nothing.
Oh,
So
wow.
Hey, by the way, y'all getting rebuked in here.
What do you mean? Oh, about they're saying it's the devil. A
no,
lot
but
of
prophecy is of God too. God bless people to see things that
Discern. Yeah.
the normal eye can't
Seers.
see. So
Yo,
Hmm.
yeah, there's a such
yo,
thing. Yeah, such thing.
I,
God
I
bless
love
people.
I love my people, boy. I tell
Hey,
you,
one
it's
God
last
bless.
like
thing. Another case that came out. I know this is what kind of we didn't have like a rundown of stuff we're going to talk about. The guy that kills young Dolph. They said that he was promised $40,000
Ask
and
me
he only
about.
got $800, and then they gave and then young Yo Gotti's people, right? The label, they gave him $50,000 to represent him for his court case. What do you think about this?
what about his big brother? Allegedly, Juck put the hit out on Dolph. You know,
Oh my God, because siblings can be jealous. So I don't doubt that, but that's crazy.
Mm-mm.
all I'm gonna say from that whole because I just kind of I just deep dive on
So
this
the
shit a few
hitman got
months.
paid $800.
He
Yeah,
only received
bro.
800. He's supposed to get 40 racks, and he didn't.
Yeah,
They only gave him
So he
800. So
yeah,
told. So he told.
yeah,
yeah. He told.
he's talking now.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
so many people dead after Dolph's
He was
murder.
so talented.
Like
He
That
was.
city, Memphis, has been on fire. Like, shout out to anybody in Memphis. They'll co-sign. Memphis has been on fire ever since Dolph passed. Like, it's just a sad situation. I mean, shout out because I got a lot of friends in the business in Memphis, and it's like it's been a tragedy in Memphis. I mean, I can count maybe almost 20 murders post Dolph. I mean,
And he was a
People that
family
love
man
Dolph,
too. Young
they
family.
spend that block so much in the last few years. It's just look, man. Prayers for Memphis. I hope we can like, yeah, Memphis has just been on fire, and I don't know why nobody really talking about it because it's just been a lot of murders in the wake of Dolph's killing, and it's just appalling
Mm.
that no one's really talking about it. But rest in peace to Dolph.
Rest in
You
peace.
know,
Yeah.
I'll tell y'all this, like Dolph, because my background is radio. Dolph was one of probably the last rappers that really was a friend to radio, like being saying like back in like really treated radio like artists used to do back in the day. Like, I mean, he went to every market. I mean, he shook hands. He did community shit, and
He
not even
did the
just in Memphis.
footwork.
I mean,
Hmm.
he did the leg work. I mean, he was one of the last really hardworking artists that
Hmm.
us radio guys saw in the
Wow.
business. So we loved him. So when he got murdered, it was just like it was all like a family member because we saw his whole rise. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
We saw this man do clubs with only 20 people in there, all the way to where he was what he was. So to his wife and kids,
Hmm.
prayers. And I hate that they even got to look at this, but I'm glad that they're gonna wrap this shit is done. The dude already told, you know, this trial is gonna be over in about a week. These guys are going under. Most people that's been involved are not even on this earth right now. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not glorifying, anything, but I'm just telling you, like, all them niggas that love Dolph, Lord, it's a lot of people ain't here right now that they deem responsible,
A
and the
lot of
police.
them.
Do
This
you
the
do you
last.
think do you think hip hop has turned to a great setup? Because when we talk about people signing the labels and the industries only accepting artists that's going to push the derogatory stuff, like when we watch women, they want the women to talk about their vaginas and sexual activity, like no limit to what they'll do, and then they have the men. You got to talk about drugs, you got to talk about guns, you got to talk about money. Do you think that's to depress the community, like to set us back? Because when we
I mean,
listen to white music
mhm.
and the different genres, they're talking about God, spirituality, uplifting, and
Happy
they're getting
stuff.
sales. They're getting sales. But we got
Hmm.
to talk about the negative, knowing that our background really don't come from that. We're really spiritual people. We're really uplifters. But we got to talk about this derogatory stuff just to get on to make a dollar. But I'm listening to other genres. They talk about positive stuff, and they're making the same amount of money.
Making
You
Mm-hmm.
things.
want the truth?
Yes.
The truth is it's a little bit of everything. And then there's a part of it where we need to take a responsibility on our side. As consumers that consume that type
But
of entertainment. You know what I'm
somebody
saying?
coming out the mud and that's hungry,
Hmm.
they're willing to do anything to get out of poverty.
Mm-hmm.
And they
Exactly.
prey on these young, naive kids that just
Hmm.
want to have that bag that they see on social media.
If we made the decision as consumers that we wanted something else, something more. This is
How?
this is a this is a capitalistic society
How?
we live in. They're
How?
gonna how?
How?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
you're seeing it
If
right. You're
this is
seeing it.
all that they're pushing on the radio, this is all that they're pushing. What do we just
And they want
don't
and
listen
they
to the
Well, let me
radio?
shine
let
you.
me
Like,
let me let me just finish what I was saying. What I mean, I track radio daily, right? Like that's part of
Yes.
my job. That's not what I'm seeing. Actually, what I'm seeing is big companies like iHeart, Cumulus, they're literally transitioning away from this music because, by the way, ratings have gone down because how violent the music's going. Radio's core
But
listenership is
radio is
black.
different
It's
from label.
okay, but
Label sit down
well,
and
I'm just
what
talking
they
about.
have
I'm just
meetings
talking
and
about
they
radio.
push
Let me just
negativity.
Let me just
Okay,
talk
go
about
ahead.
radio because I can't control the streaming side of it, right? These are two different things.
No,
Radio,
the label is not the streaming part. I'm not talking about streaming when I talk about a label. When we talk about labels, labels initially were record sales and CD sales. Streaming is social media, the internet. That's streaming. So
well,
basically,
that's what I'm
when you
saying.
become an
I'm
independent artist, your streams can come to you, and you can be your own label. You could be your own independent
Geisha.
people. But
I'm in the
what the
business. I
stipulation to
get it.
that is, they stop people from attending big events because they're independent. If you want to be independent and you want to make streams and they can't get a cut in your revenue, then they're blocking you for big events to show up with these
Geisha,
celebrities and
that's been
get
happening since time memorial in music business. Like you're not seeing nothing different than what happened in the 40s and the 50s. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is this is the best time ever as an independent artist to be able to go direct to consumer. You know, like I don't even like streaming labels. And if you watch the news, the labels have changed their business model now. They don't put new music out. Their business model is to buy catalogs and make money off of catalogs. They're making a little bit of money off of streaming, but really what they're doing is they're moving away from pushing out a lot of new music. They don't even invest in new artists anymore. Look at
Listen, it
Atlantic.
was a new artist by the name of Yellow, and he talked about politics in his rap. And he was talking about don't only vote for the presidential election, but vote for Congress, vote for your judges in your area, your people that's in office in your community, so you can stop certain arrests, people being arrested falsely and stuff like that. And the song was a hit. It was real catchy and it was doing numbers, but that's not what the labels wanted. They wanted him to talk
Bullshit.
about that thug life.
The labels right now are hiring world music acts, Tyler, Afro beats. They're moving away from the street shit because the only new music the only new artists they're signing are artists that's not even from this country right now. So I hear what you're saying. I'm just telling
Even
y'all like right.
actors and actresses are not from this country. When we
Yeah,
look at the melanated people, they're coming from Britain. They're
They
taking
are.
all the
that's true.
jobs.
That's been happening too. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
So
I think there's gonna
so
be a
then
space for everybody. If you like that drill shit, you're gonna go find it. If you like R&B, you're gonna go find it. You're hearing more R&B on urban radio now because they're trying to get away from the hardcore raps because the ratings have been going down. You're just seeing a lot of these companies like, all right, we just want to focus on black female listeners. I see here in Miami, right here in Miami, the two big stations here are going totally
99
R.
Jams, Hot
Yeah,
105,
99 Jams and Hot
Power 90,
105 are playing
Power 96.
majority R&B.
mm,
I used to work in 99 Jams in the program department. I can tell you straight up, like we were seeing it 5 years ago, like, oh shit, this hip hop shit is dying. It ain't making us no money, no
But you know
money.
what it
So
is? You know what it is? Because they're pushing this toxic music that I'm talking about. Country music has top hip hop right now. And country has never been over hip hop. Country is number one right now. Do you think it's strange that Beyonce just transitioned into country like that? No, she knows she's following what's the top genre of music. And it's country.
absolutely.
Country is outdoing hip hop. And no genre of music has ever outdid hip hop.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough
so
now.
talking about like the consumer versus what they put out the labels, right? It's really on us. I mean, a lot of people, I think the older heads are saying, oh, we're tired of this. Back in our day, hip hop was different. And then, the money, the numbers are going towards the most ratchet, the most disgusting, the most, that's going to take the generation that's spending money on music and downloading to be sick of it. Because when it stops being profitable, they will stop making it.
But we
They will
Yeah,
also
stop.
got to know people that are managing these artists. There's a such thing as force fed on the radio.
True.
You got people being paid off to play a certain person
absolutely.
more than the actual talent. So when we hear the Sexy Red on every radio, when we look at her sales at the concerts, they're not selling. She's not packing the concerts. And
Hmm.
that's all we hear on the radio is her. So why is her concerts are not being packed? Why they're not being filled? It's all smoke and
We
mirrors.
used
Yeah,
to
they
work
don't know how
in
to
radio
build an
together.
artist anymore.
I'm gonna tell you something frustrating about when we did radio, right? I remember we were on the radio, me and Talus were together, and there were some good people that were like unknowns or like were up and coming. And radio used to be where you would break artists and you can't do it anymore. They won't allow you to do it because it's like so
Mm-hmm.
corporate now. And I
Yeah.
would be like, hey, can we play this artist? They're great. No, what is this story? They want you to have a internet story first, a social media story, some action online, be on a blogs before we would play it. And these are people that are just as talented, if not more, but we could not play them. We had a list of artists that we had to play that were approved. And that was that. We couldn't break. And I felt so powerless that I'm on the radio and I could not break anyone. And that's why college radio was so good for me because that's where you can break artists. College radio, you can play the B-sides, you can play the stuff that's not, the corporate, you can play the underground
And
hits.
that's where you gotta give Wendy her props too, because when she did radio, she set her own rules. Even though she got fired, she got moved, she still was just that entity that just did her own thing. Like, we had people that were willing to go against the grain of these top dogs telling you can't do that. She just was a powerhouse herself. She actually did what she wanted to do. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, she did. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe that she was definitely villainized and punished for her reporting on Diddy. And I do believe sometimes that
And
that's why
she
she
knew
got
long
sick.
time ago.
I feel like that's why she got sick, in my opinion. I think there was
Yes.
something more to
Oh
it.
shit.
People been saying that now. Yeah.
That's my conspiracy
Yes.
theory. Like,
Oh,
I don't
Mimi,
know.
are you there? I
No,
see you.
she's
She's
frozen.
freezing
Oh,
up.
oh man.
Well, I'm gonna get
Nah,
off here. This,
Claudia, I
It
think you're
was
right
fun. I
though.
enjoyed
yes.
this. I really did.
I think you're.
Follow. What'd you say, Talents? You were saying what?
No, I think I said you're totally right. That's it's the internet. I mean, if we're gonna be real, the internet. What works
Internet.
on the internet? Negativity.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Drama
So
sells.
I don't care if
That's
it's
a category.
politics, or whatever. I don't
It's
care
true.
what. Yeah, it's just the negativity is
It's
gonna
true.
bubble to the
It's
top,
true.
And
I agree with you.
now that the internet is running radio or dictating what we play, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be the most heinous shit you ever heard in your life.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
and movies, like I remember being actually it's funny, a premiere I went to where Kathy was the lead. It was like um it was a romantic comedy. She did French Montana was at the premiere, so was Diddy, and she was like her first and only kind of starring role. It was a romantic comedy, I forgot what it's called, but her and Terrence J were in it. They had several people in the movie that were not real actors, that they were like social media influencers, and they were
Hmm.
so a lot of them, not all, were terrible because they just had the social media numbers, but they didn't have the talent of actors. And I remember being like,
Hmm.
damn, this is where we're going now. It's all about the social media numbers and not really the grind, the
Yeah,
hustle, being good.
yeah.
So yeah,
I mean, so where's it going then?
damn, I gotta get my OnlyFans going. But like
Is
I
that
said,
the
I'm too
future?
late.
We just all have OnlyFans.
They want us all to get in that. I'm too lazy.
We all got to pop that
I,
ass.
I I thought about doing it one time, but it was for foot fetish.
Oh
You
yeah.
have good feet?
Got
Yeah,
them
I got
feet?
good feet.
Throw them
Oh, I
feet
So
would do
up.
that
Throw
if I
them
was
feet
you.
up.
You should.
I thought about doing that for feet.
You
Yeah.
should. They won't even know it's you. You'll make mad. Those sites, those things make a lot of money. When I had my surgery, I went on the Breakfast Club and Charlamagne insisted that I start a OnlyFans, and I was gonna do it, then I never did it.
They
You would have made
For the
pay a
people,
lot
eight
of
million
money for
dollars.
foot pics. They pay a lot of money for foot pics.
ugh, I
Geisha, when
think,
we invite you back, you got to throw your feet up first when we start.
Okay.
We gonna launch your OnlyFans on here, dog.
but have it already set up so
but
we
but
can just
but
send the
what she
traffic.
was saying, what Claudia was saying, I could go up under as an alias. They wouldn't have to know it's me.
Geisha, we got to know it's you though. That's when you gonna make that money though.
That's true.
That's when you gonna make that money. Like, yo, look at Geisha's feet.
They
Okay.
said the combined revenue generated from OnlyFans content creators was more than the combined salaries of the NFL. NFL had 4.9 billion. The content creators total OnlyFans 6.7.
Damn,
So
they eating. Yo, Claudia, would you? When you done,
well, if
like
they,
when you done,
I
like
still have a little bit of scarring. So if they want to see like feet I have transition feet. They're in transition.
the hell is transition feet?
I have trans feet. They're
Trans
trans
feet.
they're transitioning to pretty feet.
She's so fun. my God.
They trans, my people.
Hilarious.
Me and
Nasty.
Caitlin,
I got
both trans.
transition feet.
Your feet are trans. That's
They were fucked
hilarious.
up, and now they're on their way to being cute. They're on their way. All right.
Cis
Well, we
feet.
lost Mimi. Hey, y'all,
Yeah, because she froze up.
follow at Geisha305, and Talus is at Talus. Is there an underscore? There's an underscore, right?
Yeah, it's
TA
just at ta.lus. Absolutely.
LUS. And he doesn't post shit on his page except for the
Yeah, because I'm
stories.
not requesting anything on this. I'm not accepting any requests on this backup page. This page
Oh,
is
okay.
closed out.